It's time for your U.S. Sailing video podcast with Amy Quigley, presented by Alpha Graphics. Design, copy, print, communicate. Visit them online at alphagraphics.com. U.S. Sailing, your passion organized. Find more information online at ussailing.org.
Hello and welcome to this U.S. Sailing video podcast presented by Alpha Graphics. I'm Amy Quigley. U.S. Sailing Team Alpha Graphics member and Olympic gold medalist Anna Tunnicliffe wrestled a week of wind and waves to win a bronze medal at the 2009 Laser Radio World Championships in Karatsu, Japan. In typical Tunnicliffe fashion, the ISAF Sailing World Cup leader sailed well consistently. She scored in the top 5 in 8 of the 12 races. Finland's Sari Multala won the regatta and was named the 2009 world champion. Anna had this to say about her experience in Japan at the Laser Radio Worlds.
My goal for the Laser Radio World Championships this year was to finish top 3 and coming away with the bronze. Obviously accomplished that goal. It was a very tough regatta and much windier than most of us had expected it to be. And so, the whole event I was fighting in the top 3 for the win and just couldn't put enough points on the 2 girls that ended up beating me. So I was quite happy with my performance, given the conditions, and I accomplished my goal. I'm happy. Being the current leader of the ISAF World Cup, it would be nice to win the cup. But unfortunately, I'm not sailing the last event in the Laser Radio. But I am locked into the top 2 in the standings, so I'm happy with that. And given that I've done all the events to now and will be in the top 2 without sailing one of the events, it's pretty cool, and I'm glad to have done well in the first year of the World Cup.
Anna also talked about her participation in match racing events.
Now that the Laser Radio World Champs are done, I'm taking a little break from laser sailing and doing some match racing for the next couple months. I'm doing the Weymouth Sail for Gold event and also doing 2 Grade 2 Open events, racing against the guys. We'll be competing in the U.S. Women's Match Race Nationals in St. Thomas in November.
Tunnicliffe also announced she's organizing a team to compete at U.S. Sailing's 2009 Rolex International Women's Keelboat Championship in Rochester, New York on October 7th through the 10th. Anna discussed her decision to compete at this year's championship.
The Rolex International Women's Keelboat Championship is a fantastic event. It has lots of great sailors at it. Being this year's Rolex Yachtswoman of the Year, I'm hoping to add, the Rolex International Keelboat Championship to my resume as well, and join the list of so many before me that have won both awards. It's a lot of fun. It's great competition. It's always well ran, and it's a different type of sailing from what I usually do. Laser sailing is so much of boat speed and physical strength, and then when you get to the front, then it's using your brain. But in the J22, most of the boats generally go the same speed, and so you have to start using your brains right from the get-go. My crew for the event right now, I have Liz Bauer from Rochester Yacht Club and Molly Vandermoor from St. Francis Yacht Club, and we've narrowed our force down to 2 people, but we haven't decided who it's going to be yet. Hopefully, I'll do well this year and compete and come away with a win.
In other U.S. Sailing Team Alpha Graphics news, the Star World Championships in Varberg, Sweden are underway, and the teams of Andrew Campbell and Brad Nickel and George Szabo and Rick Peters are in action representing Team USA. For more on this event, go to the event website. U.S. Sailing has recently crowned 2 new national champions. Competing in her first national championship, Molly McKinney of Sarasota, Florida, captured the U.S. Junior Women's single-handed title in July. McKinney bested the field of 49 competitors, sailing in laser radials on the waters of Moriches Bay. She overtook defending champion Ariel DeLisser on the 3rd and final day of racing to win the Nancy Leiter-Claggett Memorial Trophy. The event was hosted by the West Hampton Yacht Squadron in Remsenburg, New York, and sponsored by Laser Performance. Last Sunday, Kyle Rogachenko of Collegeville, Pennsylvania, won his 2nd career U.S. single-handed championship on Lake St. Clair in Detroit. Rogachenko fended off a late challenge from 2009 U.S. Youth Sailing champion Zeke Horowitz to win the George O'Day Trophy. The battle between Rogachenko and Horowitz showcased two of the best college sailors in the country. Rogachenko is a member of the U.S. sailing team under 23 and a senior on the Old Dominion varsity sailing squad. Horowitz is a sophomore on the College of Charleston sailing team. The Detroit Yacht Club and the Crescent Sail Yacht Club welcomed 20 of the country's top qualifying laser sailors to this U.S. Sailing National Championship event series. It was sponsored by Rolex Watch USA and Laser Performance. Next up on the U.S. Sailing National Championship circuit is the Chubb U.S. Junior Championships in Marblehead, Massachusetts. It's from August 11th through the 13th. The time's approaching for U.S. Sailing members to make a difference with their national governing body. U.S. Sailing will hold its annual election to fill 3 seats on its board of directors. As a member, you have the power to directly elect these board members, thereby building ownership in the organization and selecting the best people to lead the sport in the U.S. The president and 1 director are running unopposed. Members of the board of directors will serve for a 3-year term in rotation. Online voting starts on September 8th and closes October 15th. For more information on the election process and profiles of this year's nominees, head to this link. In training news, U.S. Sailing is offering 2 powerboat instructor courses in August at the Downtown Sailing Center in Baltimore and Shake a Leg, Miami. The courses are open to U.S. Sailing certified sailing instructors and other highly qualified candidates who are interested in on-the-water teaching of safety and powerboat skills. The cost of this 3-day course is just $275, and applicants must be current U.S. Sailing members. Online registration is open for the 2010 National Sailing Program Symposium in Houston. This year's NSPS will take place at Houston South Shore Harbor Resort and Marina from February 3rd through the 7th. The symposium is the premier event for sailing education in the United States, bringing together the very best people and resources in instruction, program operation, equipment, and more. In another U.S. Sailing update, registration is now open for the 2009 U.S. Sailing Annual Meeting. Please join U.S. Sailing's Board of Directors, House of Delegates, committee members, and staff at the South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas. It's from October 21st through the 25th. And that's all for this U.S. Sailing video podcast presented by Alpha Graphics. Until next time, we'll see you on the water.